WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I'm in Ireland with Athrú. I want to say Athrú, but that's okay. 14-year-old, 48%. Tokaji cask Hungarian wine, finished Irish whiskey. Yay. So I love the packaging here. I just love that little gold stripe that goes all the way to the bottom here. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. This is part of the creation trilogy here from the Lough Gill Distillery, a brand new distillery that just has started distilling in the fall of 2019. And what they did is they decided to have a trilogy of whiskey before they actually produce and sell their own. Trilogy means in this case a triple trilogy. So what they're going to do is every year, for example 2019, they released 3 different bottles. Here of the creation trilogy. 2020 they will release another trilogy, and 2021 they should release another trilogy. So by then 2022 they will have their own juice. I'm not sure if they'll make it by 2022. I don't think they will be actually laying down any real spirits until 2020, which will put it to 2023. But hey, not my problem. Billy Walker's problem. Billy Walker, you say? Yes, Billy Walker. Look at that signature here. Usually we know him, or we knew him from Glendronach, we knew them from Glenglassaugh, we knew him from Benriach. He sold everything to Brown-Forman, and then he bought the Glenallachie distillery because he just couldn't sit still. And for some reason, he's bored, and he's actually involved in the Irish whiskey industry as well, which I think is unique and great. As I said, the Lough Gill distillery in Sligo, Ireland, up towards the north there. And they had the Anacona, which was the first release, which was Pedro Jimenez and Oloroso. I've done a video about that. The second release was the Knocknare. And the third release now for 2019 is our Keshcorran. Keshcorran actually goes back to the King Cormac. You can read all about the mythology of Ireland and the legends and the myths on their website, as well as also on the inlay here. There's all this complicated old stuff here written about. In driven nail, the maid and child soon lost within Clondalk's steep arch barren. The roaming hound Bentet guided past the suckling sleek red dogs of the great heart she-wolf to the smithy's Keshcorran cave. I'm not even going to get going into this. I'm sorry. I don't care about the mythology. I don't care about that. I care about the whiskey. So 149 euros. Ouch. 48%. Nice. 6,600 bottles. All right. Very, very good. And they all come in this nice little book type of case here. This sample was provided, or the bottle as well as 10cl was provided by Christian Meisner here from www.tgh24.de. Thank you very much. So I can do a video in German as well as English. So, Hungarian wine, some of it is actually matured in oak casks, and one of them is the Tokaji. I was told it's pronounced Tokaji wine, and that's what they use here. So it's a total of 11 years. Let's see if I'm reading this right here. Aged for 12 years in American oak cask and finished for 2 in the finest Tokaji casks. Keshcorran is the third expression from Athrú, an exceptional single malt with a short to medium light sweet finish, echoing aromas of vanilla, apple, and peach. If you ever had peach iced tea, I like lemon iced tea much better, but you have peach iced tea as well from Lipton and so on. This actually has a very, very strong resemblance to that peach moment. Peach. Now, Billy Walker and John Teeling are good friends. They worked together in the 1980s here to actually refit the Cooley Distillery, and therefore John Teeling was so nice and sold 500 casks of some of his best whiskey to Billy Walker for this new entrepreneurship in Ireland with the Lough Gill Distillery. And so he's slowly but surely putting out these casks and putting out these bottles. Always 14 years old at the moment. 14-year-old was the first, second, and third expression for the trilogy of the creation. I wouldn't have said wine, to be honest. I'm going to compare it, just because I always like to a Green Spot. Green Spot single pot still Irish whiskey, finished in Bordeaux wine casks. And this is triple distilled Irish whiskey. I like Green Spot. I remember doing the video about Red Spot, and I wasn't really fond of it, but it's grown on me, and I've learned to enjoy it even more. I personally like the normal Green Spot the best. There's the Louisville Bouton, as well as the Lena Modena, or Madonna Lena, whatever that is, from California, with the Zinfandel. Very nice whiskeys if you can get your hands on them. So both of these are wine casks. Both of these are Irish, triple distilled, double distilled, single pot whiskey, which means part of it was unmalted barley, part of it was malted barley. Here we have 100% malted barley. Wow, it just pops out. This is very sweet, very vanilla, very nice, and a little bit of a red wine touch. This is a little bit more subtle with a very strong peach moment. I once had a single cask Teeling whiskey, which is of course from Cooley as well. 14 years old, and it was a bourbon cask, and it totally had that peach moment. And I think they actually found some casks that were very peachy, and they just added that Tokaji wine note to get a little bit of a better balance there. Slanchava, or slancha to your health, slanchava to your health as well. There's a little bit of that old tired cask moment in here. Not as bad as the other one I just had. The Knocknare, but it's still a little bit there. My secret weapon is water. Take it down to about 43%, 44%, 42%, somewhere around that range. It softens up. It gets a lot more of a silky moment, and that peach moment takes over a little bit more, and it just levels everything out. Very nice whiskey then. It gets silkier. It's more creamy. That bad cask moment actually dissipates, and the aromas of an interesting wine as well as peach integrate together to create something that is unique and yet still nice. It says here vanilla, apple, and peach. I'm not really sure about the apple. I'm going to go for more of an almond moment. Vanilla, almond, and peach. Not bad. I'm not a great fan of peach. That's my problem here. I'm going to give this a C to a C plus, actually. Going over here to the Green Spot. Let me just cleanse my palate. As I said, I prefer the normal Green Spot the most, but this is actually nice. This is silkier, creamier. This has more of a red wine punch. This is more of a iced tea, a peach iced tea moment. Both are nice, both are unique, both are different. C plus, value for money, D. 194 euros over here in Ireland, as well as in Germany, is a little bit too much. I really didn't understand the price policy here. In Ireland, they pay almost 10 times as much for their exercise tax, the tax they have to pay for the alcohol by volume. Germany has one of the lowest in the world, so I would expect, and that happens a lot with my other Irish that I get in Germany, for example, Jameson 18 cask strength. It was literally 50 euros cheaper in Germany than in Ireland because of taxes and other reasons. And I would have expected this to be a little bit cheaper also here in Germany. But nope, same price, 149 euros across the board. So D, I'm sorry, not a value for money. My question of the day is, what whiskeys do you know that have actually been finished in the Tokaji casks, Tokaji casks? I recently had from Wilson and Morgan, that's an Italian distributor at Bunahabing, 10-year-old that was actually finished in those Hungarian wine casks. Very interesting, very nice. Not many companies have worked with them. Some have started experimenting with them. What are your personal favorites? Please write that down in the chat or in the comments if you'd be so kind. C plus in taste, didn't knock my socks off, as we like to say. I'm not a great fan of the peach, to be honest. And value for money, unfortunately, more of a D than anything else. Would I buy all 9 expressions? Sorry, I bought the first one. I've been given the second and third one to review. I think I'm going to stick with that policy in the future. I really don't think that these are worth that amount of money. Billy Walker, why do you need all that money? Of course, because you need to finance your business here. But you went from the premium to the super to the ultra premium category with 194 or 149 euros, and I think it's almost 50 euros too much. If you would have said 99 euros, I would have went, well, maybe. 149, sorry, just not worth it. Personal opinion, Whiskey Jason here. Whiskey Jason from the viewpoint of an American here in Germany tasting rare, 6,600 bottles worldwide, and exotic whiskeys. Please like, please subscribe, please tell others about this crazy guy over here in Europe tasting these whiskeys you might not ever see. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my videos usually come out. Thank you very much. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want to, and we'll see each other hopefully soon. All the best. Bye-bye.